What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm gonna be doing the first episode here of. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it yet. I haven't even decided, so I don't know what I'm gonna call it. But basically, I'm just gonna be talking about something. Today's topic is gonna be unskulling. I'm gonna be talking about unskulling. I'm gonna tell you what I think about it and maybe how we can fix the problem because I think that unskulling is a problem. So the whole point of this is just to kind of give you all a PKer's perspective. Maybe if you don't PK on a topic, or maybe if you are an unscholar to give an opinion, or obviously to listen to you all, because if you all have a different opinion than me and want to, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I'll happily read it. I will obviously read every comment. I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, so I read every single comment that you all put. I don't necessarily get around to replying to all of them, but I do try to reply to most, especially if it's like meaningful, like you ask a question or something like that, then I definitely try and respond. But I will definitely be reading all the comments, and I will be responding to them if you all do, feel free to, want to have a discussion or something. But, yeah, if you all want to just, kind of minimize this and listen to it in the background, that's cool. But I'm going to be doing some PKing on my AGS Pure. I did get to 82 combat, and I'm maxed for this combat now. So I have 206k HP XP until I'm 83 combat. So once I do that, once I, use all that HP XP, I'll be going 99 strength and maxing, and that'll be pretty sick. I'll be like a maxed AGS, or I'll be 83 combat. So if you all do end up liking this, obviously feel free to leave a like. The dislike and like ratio might be a little, I don't know if people are gonna dislike because they don't agree with the opinion. That may be the case, but yeah, hopefully you all do enjoy, and I will catch you in the first clip. Okay, so while we're waiting for our first target here, the thing that I want to talk about today, I think I'm gonna dedicate the entire episode just to this, but I want to just talk about unskulling, because unskulling is something that it's not like it's the biggest deal, but it just frustrates me so much. Good luck though, dude. But unskulling is something that I just don't understand why we let it happen as an edge PKing community, because it just makes no sense. My opinion on unskulling summed up quickly is basically we let people have odds for absolutely no reason while risking less. What's the point in giving people odds and letting them risk less for when they could simply just go skull up and risk the same as everyone else, or even risk less. And that's one of the things that actually I don't really care about. A lot of people are like, yeah, but I risk a lot, and I'm like, I don't really care that you risk a lot. You've got better gear, and that's no fun to fight against. I'd rather fight against people with equal gear, despite even if they risk more. Yeah, obviously if someone's risking 5 mil, I might wanna, a 63 good fight, dude. If someone's risking 5 mil, I might be more inclined to fight them. I think this guy's gonna get on me, so I'm just gonna tab. Is he? Oh, wow, he looked like he was. He had his smite up in his TVs, but yeah, I don't know. When we unskull, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to just let these people use Beering Eye, a Torture, and all these things, and they have nothing. I don't know. They don't necessarily compensate for it, but even if they do, it's minuscule, and it doesn't really make it, I don't know, worthwhile fighting them. But the community that we've created is accepting of this. Now obviously some people are like me and just kind of are assholes to unskullers. When I get an unskuller in the wilderness, every single time I get them, I'm like, why are you unskulling? Dude, can't you just I normally ask them, I say, can you go get skull gear? And then normally honestly maybe 50% of people will actually just be like, sure, and they'll just go grab the D-skim instead of their tent whip, and a glory instead of their torture, and a recoil instead of their beering, because why do you need your beering? The only exception that I think I can see where people are really coming from, they're not trying to just get odds on people, they're not trying to get the advantage. Unsubbed, sad. But I know some people, they don't want to get they don't want to DC because they have bad internet, and they don't want to get smited for their AGS because they DC. Now yes, it would suck to DC and lose your AGS, but it's the wilderness. You're supposed to be risking your items. So when you skull, or when you don't skull, look at everybody coming up, hey guys. But yeah, when you don't skull and then you don't risk, thank you, man. You don't risk the same as me, and you're using more OP gear just because you're worried about DCing. If I was worried because my internet was dodgy, I would take out a BGS, I wouldn't want to risk my AGS. I might take out a DDS and a B-ring or something like that. Or even just use a DDS and recoil, so you only risk, your fire cape. And now you keep it in your inventory, obviously, so, you just risk, the coins of your fire cape. Like, I don't know. I think there's a simple solution to it. Oh, God. I think this guy might be smiting and void. Oh, God. Oh, man. We're going to get shredded. But yeah, good luck, dude. But, like, yeah, like, I could see the whole DC thing, but I think you should, it's kind of just upon yourself to, like, kind of, you know, just do something about that. Just use DDS, use another weapon, wait till your internet's more stable. Oh, that was probably going to be our best chance this fight. He's not actually shredding us right now, luckily. But here they come. 59, gotta eat. I was too late, too. I'm out of prayer now. 64. Okay, he didn't hit 64. This is our town. Oh, he's dead. Boom. Oh, no. Okay. We'll see if we can get him with non-spec. But yeah, I think, I don't know. Like, the whole, like, mindset that the community has created about it is kind of one thing that I really don't like. Because I don't know why we just kind of accepted it. I think it was kind of, like, when people started to bring in unskulling accounts, you know, with, like, 13 prey AGSers. I mean, I was a 13 prey AGSer once. I used to unskull, like, on accounts with 15 prey and stuff. Thank you, man. And, like, I mean, I've unskulled on, like, piety accounts and stuff. Yeah, I've got no prayer to fight, man. But, like, it just, now that, like, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, like, I got smite on my Zerker, you know? And I was like, wait, this is totally not fair. They can't smite my, or I can't smite their item, these unskullers. And they risk less than me and, like, all these things. Now, when I did unskull, to be, like, I was not one of the people who was like, yo, I risked tier 5 plus 200k cash and then had nothing in my inventory. I would normally bring, like, 100k, and I would actually be on that tier 5. Now, that still doesn't make it okay. I still would rather fight someone who skulls rather than someone who brings, you know, 100k cash. But, like, all the unskullers, they just bring, like, 20k cash for no reason. I don't know, okay. But I'm just gonna fucking go find another fight because I think don't really want to fight this guy. It was kind of hard. Like, I was like, I just can't be asked, like, commentating while I'm fighting this ballista and smite and everything, so I turned off the commentary real quick and tried to fight that guy. Make sure I didn't get smited for my AGS, but we ended up killing him. So, good fight, man. But, like, okay, so I think I just got out, like, my opinions. I think you all can now understand where I'm coming from. Like, you at least understand what my opinion is. But, like, the thing is, like, you know, there has to be a solution to this problem, right? Like, the problem is that there's all these unskullers, and they've created, you know, like, there's this community that's just, like, we allow it, and I think there needs to be, you know, like, a solution. And I think that the best solution, actually, this guy's got a very interesting account, by the way, but I think the best thing to do would just be to force everyone to skull in BH. Like, I think that would easily be the best solution because, oh, I guess I'm gonna eat. But if, like, everyone's forced to skull, then it just, like, I don't know, I think that, you know, everyone has to have equal skulling gear. No one's using B-Ring Eye Torture unless they're risking, you know, 20 mil. Like, if someone wants to, thanks, man. If someone wants to, oh shit, I tanked. If someone wants to use B-Ring with their AGS, you know, they want to hit, like, 2 max hits higher, then they've got to skull and they've got to risk their B-Ring with their AGS. Ooh, unlucky that we didn't kill him. Which I think is the way it should be, you know, you shouldn't be able to just go out there and not risk your B-Rings. Or you need to do it and just not bring an AGS because that's going to protect over it. I think that's what makes the most sense. But, oh shit, 1 HP. Oh, no, he had a spec left. Oh my god, I tanked. That was bizarre. I did not think he was going to smack me there. But yeah, I think that, like, the biggest downside of this would be that people can't make accounts where they are, like, based around unskulling, you know? You have all these 13 prayer pures. And, like, yeah, obviously 60 attack, 13 prayer, 50 attack, you can skull. But if you're 75 attack, you know, you want to use your god swords. And I do think, you know, it is unfortunate because I think unique accounts are really cool. You know, that's why I'm a 31 prey AGS, or that's why I had a max 31 prey Zerker. I think unique accounts are sick, and I think they're really fun to PK on. But at the end of the day, like, they're still using, like, 13 prayer right now is, like, so, it's honestly so good for accounts. Like, in terms of, like, how good they are for their bracket. Because let's say you're a 60 attack, 80 strength account, and you want to unskull. That gives you, you can unskull, so you've got a torture for accuracy. Obviously, it's the same strength bonus as strength enemy, so when you're fighting pure, it's not too big of a deal. But then you get B-Ring Eye. B-Ring Eye is not difficult on a 13 prayer count. That gives you 2 maxes alone, with a DDS, that gives you 4 maxes because it's 2 per hit. Like, 4 maxes already, that's massive. Then you're factoring in the fact that you're 13 prayer, which is 10%, and it's like, you know, you have to get 18 prayer levels to get to the the 15%, which is massive, you know, and that does get you protect item, which allows people to skull with their B-ring eye. But if you're just unskulling, you can use the B-ring eye anyways. So you've got this prayer advantage because you know, you have like better damage for your combat, and then you're also unskulling, so you still have the B-ring that, you know, like a 31 prayer. Yeah, you like, you know, a 31 prayer. What it should be is they should get the advantage of, you know, having a B-ring on you because they have protect item. Thank you, dude. But like they don't, because all these 13 prayer accounts just unskull. And then like the AGS accounts, you know, like I love them, but I just don't think it makes sense to allow people to use AGS if they can't protect item, because like it just, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to be 13 prayer and have these OP stats, but then you can't skull with your gear, you know, you're sitting there using a B-ring and, oh my, that's another 63. Our hits are insane. Like, I think, you know, like, I think I would be open to fighting 13 prey accounts. I think it would be reasonable for them to, you know, bring strength ammy, recoils, and regular gear, and just bring, like, you know, attempt to compensate for the risk, you know, whether they're bringing cash. That, like, that's what I would understand in this. Oh my god, bro. Look at him going in for the smite. Like, that's what I would see as, like, you know, the most reasonable solution for them right now. Like, because, you know, they're not obviously forced not to, or they are not forced to skull, like I was talking about. But, like, that's kind of what I would see as, like, the most reasonable solution for them right now. Like, if I was a 13 prey GSer, I would be using strength ammy and recoils, and I would be skulling with, like, or I would be unskulling with, like, 100k cash. Now, I don't want to unskull. That, like, people keep offering me all these accounts, dude, to PK on, and then they're like, yeah, you want to use them? And I'm like, sure, what are the stats? And then, like, it's my 13 prey, X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to unskull. Like, that's so annoying and boring, and you have to convince people to fight, and, it was just like, no, I'm sorry, dude, I can't. I have to turn down all these, like, nice accounts and stuff. I was like, dude, I'd love to make a PK commentary on there, but I just, like, the stats are so good, but I just can't. Wait, I don't know what, I asked what this guy was doing, and he was, like, just giving free kills. But I'm worried. Oh, he didn't run. I thought he was gonna get to, like, 1 HP and then step out and be like, but I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, giving free kills? And I was like, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I guess we got to a tier 6 there. So yeah, make sure to let me know what you all think about, like, this solution. You know, this is the one that I think would be the best, is just making everyone skull in 318. Now that would mean that people, if you really wanted to, you know, like, you could go 325 and unskull, which I think would be much better, because in 325 you can trade people, and you could, maybe, let's say you have 150k cash as your risk, and you could trade people and show that you have 150k cash, but of course in BH you can't trade your target, so if someone goes, oh yeah, I got 200k cash plus tier 5, and they can't trade the cash, and I'm like, yeah, of course you do, and then you kill them and you get a nice strength ammy loot. It's like, oh, sick, loved that. Yeah, that's never fun. Oh, that guy's a tank. But yeah, I think that forcing everyone to skull would, I don't know, I think that would be the best solution for 318, but I'm sure there's probably something that I haven't thought about. They might be better for, I don't know, for this, but maybe you all could let me know if you all have thought of anything. And that guy just skipped me. No, look at him, bro. Is he unskulling? Let's see. He's 75 attack, 31 prayer, and he has a fury on. Well, like, I know you're 31 prayer and you don't want to get smited, but like, why unskull, man? Like, it's just not worth it, dude. You get flamed out by, like, all these people who don't want to fight you, and all the people with smite don't want to fight you because they want to smite your AGS. They don't want to smite a fucking fire cape. That's no fun. Oh, dude, I don't know. And with the smite update now that everybody has smite, like, everybody wants, you know, everybody, like, especially me, like, all the smiting voiders, dude, you know they instantly want to fight me because they want to smite my AGS. Like, I mean, it's such an incentive, but, like, I don't know, when you're 31 prayer and then, but you unskull, like, it just, dude, like, and then you can't smite them for their AGS. It feels so pointless. But, yeah, I don't know. I think that's about all that I wanted to kind of, like, tell you from my perspective on the unskulling topic. So now I really just kind of want to hear from you all. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next time I do this, to kind of hear, like, I don't know, kind of respond, I guess. Maybe, like, respond to kind of what you all think and maybe your feedback and stuff like that. Okay, and with that death, sadly we lost our tier 7, I think is what we got to, but yeah, we'll just take the death. Nothing we could do about it. He hit the 39-41, had to go for the P-pot just to not get smited, and sadly he did kill us, so yeah, make sure to let me know what you all think of this. I definitely said like way too much. That's something I'm going to try and improve on. I don't know, I didn't really think about it while I was PKing, but, you know, watching it back, I said like so much, just like that, where I said like. But I don't know, I just used that, and I'll try and work on that for the next video. I don't know if I really do that on stream. I've never really noticed that before. I've just kind of like, and see, right there, that's how I do it. I don't know if it really gets annoying. Maybe it doesn't to you all, but I just kind of noticed it, and it's something I'll try and work on. But other than that, obviously, leave your comments down below. Like, I love, like, you know, just kind of like saying things like this and then hearing what you all think about it, because I think it's really interesting. I'm sure I'll get a lot of perspectives from views that I didn't like see. Now, like, one that I'm thinking about is the Obby Maul community. I know there's a lot of like G-Maulers who don't want to fight Obby Maulers because they won't need to unskull and use their Beering Eye Berserker necklace and Obby Maul, and they can, you know, like all that shit. I haven't even thought about that until just now, so I'm sure I'll hear from some communities that I hadn't thought about. But let me know what you also think of just the idea of this series. I'll try and keep it up if you all do like it. They're not like hard to record or anything. They don't take a long time. And feel free to give me like maybe topics for the next episode or something like that. But if you haven't, make sure you go vote on the PvP poll, and please vote yes to removing targets past 5 wilderness. I don't know how that's not passing right now. Like, that's like the best update ever to BH. I actually didn't get too many deep targets today, which is lucky. But yeah, we didn't have to go 325. But yep, I will catch you all in the next one, and I hope you all enjoyed.